A pleasure to meet all at last. Welcome back to Facecam Specials Insurgence, Part 6. And what we got here is the second episode of this season. So, of course, Minecraft, once again, is going to be a part of this. And I'm pretty happy that I will be able to revisit Minecraft again at some point this year, along with Dungeons. I almost got the feeling that maybe other Minecraft games, since they're coming out, some people are probably going to want me to try those as well. And maybe that might just be it. But I guess for now, the original and Dungeons. When I get the time to revisit both of them, then they are for sure parts of my plans. Ultimately, though, I am not that optimistic about what Minecraft itself would offer with all these other tangents that it has. Because why try to fix it when it's not even broken? Then again, some of these other Minecraft titles have been pretty nice. This sort of arcade flair with the battles that go on in Dungeons, for example, they are pretty darn fun to play. And I guess for a $20 bill, you can definitely get your hands on a nice lengthy game, plus some DLC packs. If you can snag them all for free, then it sure is quite a value. I consider it to be one of my personal favorites when it comes to titles from 2020. And then, of course, well, there were other Minecraft titles as well, like Story Mode, which came out before then. Haven't tried that yet. Haven't really heard a lot of great things about it. So I almost feel like it'd be worth enough just to leave it well enough alone. So that might not be necessary for me to play. And I feel like anything else I could mention, well, as you can see here, there just really isn't a whole lot that I can touch on this. Just watch the gameplay from here. But I suppose for the most part, there really are plenty of other things that some people may want me to get to know about. So I suppose that the first thing is, well, simple. In regards to the channel that I've been doing over the past few weeks, I have been able to stick pretty well to most things that I have been able to upload on a daily basis. Of course, this whole year, I was able to finish off the likes of Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 7, I Found It First Season 2, and then I was also able to start a new season of Why Is That? And it's sort of a surprise thing at this point. Because, after all, I couldn't necessarily do a whole lot else. We also can't forget to mention that the questions for Why Is That have been stacking up like crazy. So I feel like that it was only fair for me to be able to put this stuff together, at least to make the fans happy. But here we are. We're basically just shooting stuff down with the bow and arrow. Currently in position negative 298, 71, negative 1435. I'm pretty much counting right now because I'm just advancing through different parts on the Z section of the coordinates. As for the X and Y, pretty much, I currently do have both the lateral and vertical, pretty much. There goes another spider. Yeah. Otherwise, I just don't have much else to say here. Though there are plenty of other things people want me to talk about. I guess I'm proud to say that I'm going to be able to do a lot of GWK content this whole year. Not just with finishing off the likes of GWK 18-, which will soon be done, but I've also gotten the likes of GWK Upscale Leftovers, which will pretty much be like a second season to Leftovers from summer 2021. If you remember that happening, then well, could work. But Upscale Leftovers is going to be even bigger and better. Lots of other games that I have yet to touch up on. They're all going to make an appearance here. And I suppose that might just be another thing for you to understand. Anything else, though? Well, content-wise, I won't be doing multiple Wheels of Steel again, or Survival of No Limits again. Film-based productions, probably not necessarily all too much. Though, since Hobby's hilarity has been growing like crazy, I feel like it might only be fair to utilize a full motion and full length feature film-esque sort of project in mind. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I could touch base on something like that some other time when I have even a remote ounce of such stuff to take place. Otherwise, there's just... wow. I really ought to find something else I can say here before I close off on this whole episode. Well, I mean, if you look here, I'm certainly dominating Minecraft. Full armor, full weapons, lots of food to be able to carry with me on long journeys. I've got it made. I've got it made potentially for months at a time, which can be helpful. And with all other things that I will have put together for a while, I'd say I've got it going pretty well. And with all this that I have put together, with the combination of Why's That and this, I'd say it's going to be a nice way to fill in the time until it eventually is time for me to focus on the likes of other projects that I'll have in line for this year. I've actually talked about films I should have talked about years ago, and films I'm willing to talk about again. Another series that'll be relevant to both of those, in a supposed universe of things that I have, which will be called Talk About It. I could talk about different things. Movies, TV shows, video games, music, comics, books, etc. Hundreds of different things that people are probably going to want to understand. And then, of course, I do plan on doing a few other things. Nerf Secrets Revealed, related stuff, of course. Can't forget that. And others.